Hey, everybody. I'm sorry it's taken so long to be able to say hello to everyone. Unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty over here on the side. And so my Tuesday is starting out a little cray cray. Okay, now, everybody over on Facebook is great. YouTube, you'll find me. You'll find me. It'll be all right. So I hope that everyone is doing well. Today, we're out on the back porch because, I thought my internet was so bad yesterday with Cherie. Hey, Carla, I'm so glad you're here, honey. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Uncle G. And Kim. It is a Cray Cray Tuesday. And Christy. Gosh, y'all. Mm. My internet was so bad yesterday with Cherie from Black's Tropical Homestead, and I was fuzzy the whole time. Hey, Brooke Farmer, I'm glad you're here. I was fuzzy the whole time, so I thought I would come on the back porch. And usually, I have my sidekick, my Worth Dale, that's around. Y'all, it's coming up that on March 17th is the anniversary of our first date 45 years ago. I know I say that every year, but it's really cool. So it's going to take YouTube a minute to be able to come on. Oh, okay. It just jumped like boom. The chat is full. Okay, good. Hey, Janine. Good morning. Sunny and windy and snowy. Ooh, where's Brownie? He's right here. He's not ever far. Brownie's not ever very far. So I thought we'd go ahead and get started with our message. I'm not going to stay on here but a minute today. I don't have a buddy that's in the basement. Cherie is busy getting the Soil Family Expo stuff straight. Best Yet, my buddy, Best Yet Journey, just had her premiere of a replay of the Whoop Whoop show. And she's doing wonderfully. Yeah, snuggles for Brownie. Yeah, happy first date anniversary. It always confuses people when I put pictures up because it's so close to our anniversary. Our actual wedding anniversary is April the 28th. That'll be 44 years. But it's kind of special to remember your first date on March 17th, your granddaughter's 17th birthday. Oh, well, you know what? Um, Not being able to see some family members is tough. Hey, Krubby and Sammy and the Hoodstead and the Green Lawn. Hey, Green Lawn, Lois and Lisa. Um, what you can do is pray for them, and God knows how to be able to touch it, how to be able to touch them. So the birds were chirping away, and usually I have my sidekick Worth Dale here to be able to go out and say shoo shoo shoo. Did you guys see? I had a live the other day. I think it was Sunday, where we had little baby turtles that found their way out into the world. There were little baby turtles, and it was so sweet. I've never seen that before. We have big mama terrapins. They're terrapins, really, but they look like painted turtles to me. Big mama terrapins that come up in the yard and they lay their eggs all over the place. And I've never seen any baby turtles because usually the holes are empty and the crows have broken the eggs and taken the stuff out of the middle of them. But this was up close to our shed. And so I guess maybe they were, you know, they were a little afraid to come up that close to the house. And Worth saw them breaking through the dirt. And he came and got me. Yeah, no, none of those baby turtles bit Brownie's tail. Yeah. This year will be my 50th wedding anniversary with my precious husband who passed away in 2005. Oh, Patsy. We can be. I'm going to share a prayer that I shared with y'all because, we started off with Woo Whammies here on YouTube, and and Facebook, and it was incredibly difficult. And I learned a prayer one time at Ghost Ranch, which is it's actually a Methodist, I think. It's some kind of faithful organization where I learned to paint, and it was wonderful. And it goes like this: you bring all of the stress that you came with, all of the hurries and the worries and the trials and tribulations. And as you come into this room, you lay them down. You bring all of the worries and the thoughts and the deeds and the jobs that you need to do, and you come into this room and you lay them down. Then all of the cares that are on our hearts, that are in our minds, that are destroying our peace, we lift them up to the Lord and give them away. And what we receive is peace. Thank you, Lord, for your peace. That's the prayer that I learned. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Yes, my Auntie Peggy Herman is in here. I'm so glad she's here. So that's the prayer we learned at Ghost Ranch. I went to Ghost Ranch with my Auntie Peg, and I learned to paint, y'all. I learned to paint to watercolor. I'm not very good, but I did learn to watercolor. Me, who has never even drawn a stick figure before. I bet there's some more people over at that other stream on YouTube that are waiting to get in. Yes, thank you, Lord, for your peace. So now that we have everybody here, I wanted to read you the message. But yes, Patsy, we lived it up. And so now my sisters and I, and my auntie Peggy, and my cousin Gail, all that we do, we can look at each other and we go, and then peace just comes right over us. We don't even have to say a word. We just have that. Our hands raised up, and he takes it away. As long as we don't take it back, he takes it away. So I had a couple of things that I read that I wanted to share with you, because today maybe we can be a little more empowering for each other. And there were a few things that I saw. Yeah, Best Yet paints. She's the one that you saw. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. She's so much more talented than I am. So I'm going to read you a little something, and it might be a little more difficult to read the chat for a second, but I do see you, and I want to say hello to everyone. Yeah, hit that like button, Maria says. Thank you. And on Facebook, if you hit the like and the follow or the love, that would be great. I would appreciate that. So here's our message for Tuesday. It has a little ugly word in there, but it's not an ugly word. It's a place. So I just want you to be prepared. I love when people who have been through hell walk out of the flames carrying buckets of water for those that are consumed by the fire. So we can help each other. The Bend in the Road. This is a poem called The Bend in the Road. Sometimes we come to life's crossroads and we view what we think is the end. But God has a wider vision, and He knows it's only a bend. The road will go on and get smoother, and after we've stopped for a rest, the path that lies hidden beyond us is often the path that is the best. So rest and relax and grow stronger. Let go and let God share your load, and you have faith of a brighter tomorrow. You've just come to a bend in the road. So, as we're living our bend in the road, oh, good, Karma, I'm glad your son is better. We all come to those bends in the road. And you know what? And instead of getting burned up by that fire, we have that faith and walk out with a bucket of water to help somebody else. Isn't that the neatest thing ever? Y'all, let's see. Today is Tuesday. So I will be leaving my home on March the 30th, which is a Thursday, to go down to Savannah, Georgia. I know you're probably tired of hearing about the Soil Family Expo, but I'm so excited about it. Yeah, Linda, isn't that pretty? It is. It's a pretty poem. It's just a bend in the road. My hey, motivation with the weightlifting geek. I'm so glad you're in here. Best yet, my baby. Oh, and Patty's Southern Kitchen. I do get fussed at for saying hello to everybody. Woman outdoors, Grandmama grows, G Mama grows. So I'm going down on Thursday. There's a few of us that are just going to have a little, anybody that's in town will be invited to join us for dinner that night. Friday morning, Cherie and I will be running around town and visiting our sponsors for the expo and maybe saying hi, gathering. There's a bunch of sponsors, y'all, that are going to be giving discounts to the Soil Family Expo members. There are going to be shops downtown. There will be a bar downtown. There'll be all kinds of things. And so Friday night, down on the waterfront, there's going to be a band to say hi to. I'm going to play with those puppies. I sure am. Now, I'm going to go down and stay with Bobby and Sherry. They have been so gracious to let me come and stay in their home. Now, my sister had called me and she said, Ann, you know, I'm always up for a party. I'm always up for a trip. If you need me, I will gladly go with you. Do you need me? Because I'll be happy to come down and stay with you. And we'll go about and I'll meet all your soil family friends. I said, girl, for one thing, Bobby treats me like his favorite aunt in the world. He's always looking around. Hey, Rebecca. He's Bobby and Sherry from Black's Tropical Homestead. He's always looking around the crowd, making sure that Sheree and I are safe. He's he's got that SWAT team look on his face where he might be talking to you. It's a little bit like Arms Family Homestead. He was a state patrolman also. He's talking to you, but he's kind of looking over you because he's so tall, looking over you out in the crowd just to make sure, yeah, 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 he's talking to you, yeah, yeah. So I know I'm safe with him. And then Cherie holds my arm when I'm walking down steps or crossing a crosswalk or anything like that. She holds my arm, fixes my plate, puts the food on my plate for me, fills my cup with ice and whatever beverage I would like to have. So I said, Miriam, my sweet sister that was going to come along with me. Thank you, Becky. Um, she said, well, I guess you don't need me. I said, I always need you, but no, I don't. I don't need company. I'm going to have company. We're going to be down there with our soil family. And Felicia, I can't wait to hug her neck from F.R. Humphrey. Miss T with the tea that she was sending all her people over here. All these people that are coming. I'm leaving 1,000 people out. I've already hugged Broke Farmer's neck, but I'm going to do it again. I am going to do it again because he's a hoot. Yeah. Oh, is Miriam in here, Kim? I don't know if she's in here or not, but she's the sweetest going on these trips with me. But I don't need you this time, sister, because I'm going to be with my other sisters, my soil family people. I just adore them. And these are people that I know and that I have met in person. Although I'm going to be meeting others new for the first time. I mean, Broke Farmer was so cute when Lydia and I got ready to walk out to the car. He said, okay, now here's my number, which Broke, I hope you're not sorry that you gave me your text number or your phone number because I have texted you and called you a couple times since then. So we have talked in person. But he said, when you girls are walking to your car, here's my number. Go ahead and type it in. Get it ready right now so that as you're walking, if you need me, you push that button and I'm going to be there. Me and everybody else that's here. So you talk about feeling safe. I felt safe, some kind of safe. Yeah, Lydia was my best traveling partner too, man. She and we were just easy peasy going along. So Friday, Cherie and I will be, gallivanting a little bit. I might get back to the house to have a little bit. Oh, good, Brooke. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad that we have each other's number. He's not mad that I've called him and texted him a few times. I try to be incredibly respectful of people's phone numbers and things. I try not to be a pest because I can be. Just ask my buddy Lydia and Cherie, 'cause and Miss Pam from the Scaredy Cat Gardener and from Cooking at Pam's Place. She and I talk and text each other a lot. Poor thing, by the way, everybody, announcement. Miss Pam had an accident a day or so ago. Um, some kind of a potato mandolin. I don't even know how to say it, much less use it. And she was slicing something in the kitchen, and she sliced a piece of her pinky finger off. Now, for a cook, that's a big deal. And I told her when she was doing it, I said, "Now I've heard a pinky up, but that's going a little too much, a little too much." So if we would all please gather together and say a little prayer for Miss Pam's healing, because being a cook, you need all your fingers. It's kind of hard. At least it wasn't her thumb. She's grateful for that. The woman has fabulous attitude about it, and so we'll need to do that. One thing that I wanted to share with you a little bit, and we're going to get ready to get off here. It's 11:20. I only like to stay on for about 30 minutes. Yeah, it's painful. And she couldn't stop the bleeding, so she had to go to the ER. And so I've sent her prayers. Yeah, a mandolin. Oh, I'll play the musical mandolin though. Jen, I know you do. But Cooking at Pam's Place, check out her latest video she did, and she wouldn't have gone to the hospital if her husband hadn't said, "It's been hours and you can't stop the bleeding. It's time." So I love her. She's precious and very, very helpful. So I have, y'all, a box full of Uncle Wayne's pushers and spoons and little crafty items. I have some Christmas trees that he made here. I have some other types of spoons and things, and he is just working his little fingers to death. I'm going to be able to sell some, and all this will go straight to Uncle Wayne. But he's going to allow me to bring them and be able to sell some. And if I do have some left over after the expo, because people want to buy them all the time, Uncle Wayne is not interested in selling these things. He's retired. He's done with that. He doesn't want to do it anymore. So, yeah, the pushers instead. Yeah, you can give me a call, Rebecca. That would be fantastic. I would love to hear from you. He is busy, Kim. Uncle Wayne is just a busy camper. And yeah, you do need some of those spoons for your channel. But if I have some left over, if they're not all sold out, then I will be able to sell them. Because, see, on here, he makes them just now, just because he loves me. And he wants everything. He wants to support me. He and Aunt Peg. Auntie Peg is making those scrubbies as hard as her little fingers will go. And I'm going to have some of those too. And you can't do but just so much. You just do the best that you can when you're making crafts. And she's sitting and watching the ball games. My Auntie Peg is a big basketball fan. And so she's watching the ball games and mindlessly, crazily trying to make these little scrubbies for me to be able to share with you all. And that's the only reason why they're doing them, is to be generous to all of you. So, you guys, it's time to get ready to get out of here. I just wanted to say hello, empower each other a little bit. You be the person that's walking out of hell with the bucket of water to put somebody else out, because we are strong and we're stronger together. We're building our knowledge together. Yeah, that nerve pain is something else. We're building our knowledge together. I'm learning things every day from all of you. And it's getting ready to be spring, y'all. I'll be out in the garden again. I'm so glad. I got a little video that's going to be coming up. We planted blueberry bushes yesterday. Worth it, I planted them together. And as we were planting them, I was thinking of the generations to come, that these blueberries will be here for my grandchildren and hopefully for their children. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yes, love on your neighbors, both in person and virtually. So remember, carry that bucket, y'all. We're going to carry everybody else. It ain't so heavy when we carry it together. Because I know the plans I have for you, say the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. And together, we are stronger. All right. Bye, everybody. Love y'all so much. Take care. And I'll be seeing you really soon. Bye now. Oh, a rose in a memory. That's right, Karma. Bye now. Love y'all.